Welcome back to The Explainer. So if organic chemistry has you feeling, well, a little overwhelmed right now, I just want you to take a deep breath. I know looking at an endless list of chemical compounds can be super intimidating, but I am right here with you. Think of me as your personal study guide today. We're going to build the story of organic chemistry piece by piece, decode these formulas, and make absolutely sure you ace your upcoming exam. You've got this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit the homologous series pattern, alkanes and the single bond, alkene and alkyne formulas, isomerism, our ultimate formula cheat sheet, and finally, some quick exam practice problems. Section 1. The homologous series pattern. Okay, let's dive right into this and introduce the foundational rule of our chemistry story. Now, to master this, you absolutely do not need to memorize hundreds of individual isolated compounds. I mean, that would be totally impossible, right? Instead, you really just need to learn the secret code of their family patterns. A homologous series is literally just a family of organic compounds that share similar structural features. The only difference between one family member and the next, just a single CH2 or methylene group. Looking at this formal definition of homology, I really want you to zero in on those red underlined words, studied as families rather than as individuals. This is a massive relief for any student, because once you know the rules for the family, boom, you automatically know the rules for every single compound inside that family. Check out how this looks in practice. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane. See that CH2 bracketed in red right there? Think of that CH2 unit as a literal story piece, kind of like a Lego building block. Every single time we snap one of these blocks on, the carbon count goes up by 1, giving us the next consecutive chapter of our homologous series. It just stacks and stacks. Section 2. Alkanes, the single bond. Let's transition over to the first specific family we need to know. All right, let's walk through this data methodically. We've got 1 carbon to 4 hydrogens, then 2 carbons to 6 hydrogens, 3 to 8, 4 to 10. Take a second. Can you spot the mathematical pattern growing row by row here? Basically, for every carbon atom we add, how many hydrogens are tagging along for the ride? And here is the secret code. The general formula for alkanes is CnH₂n+₂. Whatever the number of carbons is, that's your N. You just multiply it by 2 and add 2. But hey, listen closely, because here is a super common trap on exams. In the heat of a test, it's so easy to accidentally add the extra 2 hydrogens before multiplying. Don't do it. Always stick to your math order of operations. Multiply the carbon number by 2 first, then add those extra 2 hydrogens. Just by knowing that one simple formula, you instantly unlock this entire table of alkanes. It's like a master key. Let's do a quick test with propane. Propane has 3 carbons, so N equals 3. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. C3H8. It works perfectly. And just to ground this in the real world, that C3H8 formula, that is exactly what's sitting inside the propane tanks you use for your backyard grill. Section 3. Alkenes and Alkynes formulas. Now, since you just completely crushed alkanes, figuring out the families with double and triple bonds is going to be an absolute breeze. Let's guide ourselves through this. Look at the alkenes first. 3 carbons, 6 hydrogens. 4 carbons, 8 hydrogens. Notice that? They have exactly double the hydrogen. Now shift down to the alkynes. 3 carbons, 4 hydrogens. 4 carbons, 6 hydrogens. That is exactly 2 less than double. And this brilliantly illustrates how the general formulas perfectly construct these 2 new families. For alkenes, it's just CnH₂n. For alkenes, it's CnH₂n-2. Seriously, just by knowing the number of carbon atoms, you can build out these entire complex lists on the fly during your exam. Okay, here is the ultimate memory trick for identifying bond types on your test. Think of it as an inverse relationship. As the number of multiple bonds goes up, the number of hydrogen atoms goes down. Single bonds give you the maximum possible hydrogens. Double bonds give you fewer. And triple bonds give you the absolute least. Section 4. Isomerism. Changing the shape. Now that we've totally conquered the formulas, let's step into 3D structures. We're going to take those exact same chemical building blocks we've been talking about, but we're going to snap them together in entirely new shapes. This brings us to isomerism. It's a really cool phenomenon where compounds have the exact same molecular formula, but completely different structural formulas. Think of it like this. If I hand you a pile of, say, 100 identical bricks, you could use them to build a tall, skinny tower, or you could use them to build a wide, flat house. Same exact bricks, totally different structures. You can actually see how this plays out visually right here with pentane. All three of these molecules are C5H12. They all have 5 carbons and 12 hydrogens. But look at them. N-pentane is organized in a straight line, isopentene branches off to the side, and neopentane looks almost like a little cross or a star. They have the exact same formula, but their chains are organized entirely differently. We see the exact same thing here with butane, which exists in 2 isomeric forms, N-butane and isobutane. And just a quick real-world check, butane is the fuel you'll typically find in those small handheld lighters. But notice how these structural formulas tell a much more complete story than just the molecular formulas alone. The molecular formula, C4H10, just gives you the ingredients list. The structural formula actually shows you how the recipe was put together.
Section 5. Ultimate Formula Cheat Sheet.
You have done amazing work making it this far. You've built the knowledge piece by piece, and now it's time to cash in. So the crucial point is this summary table. I literally want you to take a mental snapshot of this for test day. If you can lock this into your brain, alkanes have single bonds and are +2, alkenes have double bonds and are exactly double, and alkynes have triple bonds and are -2, you are going to be unstoppable. Let's just do a really quick rapid-fire review of our key takeaways. Homologous series differ by a CH2 unit. Alkanes are CnH₂n+₂. Alkenes are CnH₂n. Alkynes are CnH₂n-2. Always remember that memory trick. More bonds equals fewer hydrogens. And finally, isomers have the exact same formula, but a completely different physical structure. Section 6. Quick exam practice problems. All right, it's time for our final boss battle. I know you are totally ready for this exam, so let's prove it by tackling some real practice problems together. Let's read this first one. For the given 2 compounds, H3C, CH2, CH3, and H3C, HC equals CH2, which of the following statements is correct? Take a second, look closely at the structural formulas. Well, did you spot that the second one has a double bond? Yep, that means one is an alkane and one is an alkene. Because they're in completely different families, the correct answer is D. They both possess different chemical properties. Okay, let's try just one more. Look at these 2 compounds right here. Which of the following statements is correct? Take a quick look. Count those carbons. Count the hydrogens. Okay, both of them have exactly 4 carbons and 10 hydrogens. They share the exact same molecular formula of C4H10, but they are clearly structured in a totally different way. Therefore, the correct answer is C. Both are isomers of each other. Great job. You know, you have done incredible work today building your understanding of organic chemistry. But before we wrap up the explainer, I'm going to leave you with one final exam question as a bit of a cliffhanger. An alkene contains 7 carbon atoms. What will be its molecular formula? I want you to apply that CnH₂n trick we just learned, figure it out, and drop your answer in the comments. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and hey, good luck on your exam. You've got this.